When I'm president, one of the first things I'm going to do is call in my attorney general and say to him or her, I want you to review every executive order that's been issued by George Bush.
I think one of the biggest problems of the last 8 years has been the degree to which President Bush has taken almost the opposite tack, that secrecy and concentrations of power in the Oval Office and a disdain to some degree for public opinion has left the American people feeling like they have no influence over their government.
I taught the Constitution for 10 years. I believe in the Constitution, and I will obey the Constitution of the United States. We're not going to use signing statements as a way of doing an end run around Congress. All right?
But is President Obama singing a different tune now?
I've got a pen and I've got a phone. And I can use that pen to sign executive orders.
Where I can act on my own without Congress, I'm going to do so. But I'm also going to act on my own if Congress is deadlocked.
I've got a pen and I've got a phone, and that's all I need.
House Majority Whip Kevin McCarthy joins us. Nice to see you, sir.
Nice to be here.
Any thought about the president when he was a senator? He had a little different view, apparently, than he does now about the power of the presidency or when the president should use the executive order.
You know, the president's correct. He has a pin in the phone, but he wants to use it for all the wrong reasons. He should pick up the phone, call Harry Reid, and say, "Send me the Keystone Pipeline. Send me the Skills Act," and use that pen to sign it. Put people back to work. Or pick up the phone and call us and let's listen. Let's see where we can work together. This idea that he can go around everybody, he may have a pen and a phone, but we have a Constitution that we've developed this country under, and he can't go around it.
But nothing happens. I mean, as a practical matter, he does have a pen and a phone, and he can do it, and there's not a whole lot that either, I don't know if you can do, or that you Republicans are doing.
Well, there's a lot of different things that we can do. I mean, first for the thing that we can do as members of Congress, do what we're supposed to do. Put this country back to work. And you know, there are 160 bills, even more than that, that we have passed last year that sit over in Harry Reid.
But so what do you do? I mean, and that's the way it is. It goes over to the Senate. Your bills, likewise, when Senate bills go over to the House, do they go over to the other side?
No. If they come over to the House, we look at them.
Do you vote on every single bill that comes over from the Senate?
No, but think about what the Constitution says. The House passes some, the Senate passes some, and you go to conference. Just what we're doing this week. Just came back conference on a farm bill. We came back in a budget agreement. We came back in funding of appropriations. That's how you legislate. But this president thinks he's going to go around people. That's what he complained as a candidate, and now he's taking to a whole new extreme level.
So what do you do?
Well, we can do a couple different things. One, you have the different branches that we can go to court, which we've done before, and we've been successful. I think you'll find that we will. We also are going on retreat this weekend, and you'll find as Republicans together, we will sit, we will hone, we will find, is there something legislative we can do to protect all Americans, to live under that Constitution, a republic, that you don't have an imperial presidency. Not only about this president, but any president that goes before them. You have a check and balance system here. The people are the ones that have the power and limit.
All right. The president may talk tonight in about an hour and a half on immigration. Is there an appetite for immigration reform with House Republicans?
Look, we know the system is broken. If you do nothing, it'll continue to have a problem. You have to do something about immigration reform. We are looking, we're going on retreat, find out where we can have our standards to build, to make sure our borders are secure, that if we educate these new engineers, that we're not sending them to another country to compete against us. There are things that can be done.
Is the border secure? Is that sort of the drop-dead issue with the Republican vote? I mean, that's got to come first?
Well, if you don't secure the border, how are you going to solve any of the problems?
I'm only thinking...
These are the promises that were made in the last immigration bill in the 80s, and it never happened. Why don't you, if you're digging yourself in the hole, first thing, stop digging. So secure the borders. Make a system that actually works. 42% of everyone that's here illegally came here legally on a visa.
But
the visa program.
I just want to make sure I'm clear that is the issue, that unless the Democrats agreed to secure the borders first, there will be no immigration reform bill.
There's no reason. If you're not securing the border, you're going to continue to have the problem. Secure the border. Make sure the visa program works as you go forward. We have a chain migration. That's not the way for immigration to go through. You've got to change that. You've got to make a system that actually works. We are a country of immigrants and a country of law, and we can find a solution to this.
Congressman, thank you very much for joining us. I know that your wife and son are going to be over there with you watching the State of the Union.
My daughter, too.
And your daughter, too, indeed. Anyway, nice to see you, sir.
Thanks for having me.